What's going on, everybody? Cigar Show Tim here. And smoking the ATL Cigar Co. Wise Blood. Hopefully you checked out my review on that one. And I've got some things that are on my head, on my mind, in my head, that I've observed lately that I just need to get off my chest. Alright, so I figured I'd put together a video of some observations I've made recently of things going on in and around the cigar content creator realm, we'll call it. I don't want to say influencer, I don't want to say reviewer, I'm just going to say content creator because frankly that sounds a whole lot simpler, easier, and nicer. So what's one of my observations recently? I have really noticed how much content creators are stepping up their game. And here's what I mean by that. There are content creators that have come on the scene and very quickly gained a lot of attention in terms of subscribership and followership, which is, it's fantastic. It's phenomenal. There's also a lot of them that are trying to copycat what some of these content creators are doing, whether it be a video that's a reel or a YouTube short or whatever it is each day. I know I do my cigar smoking tip of the day or cigar tip of the day or my thought of the day or questions for you or whatever it may be, and I didn't start that, so I'm not saying that I'm the originator of it. Didn't start it by far. There's actually a guy on TikTok, the Stogie Life, that has been doing it for a long time on TikTok and has quite the following, so you may want to check him out on TikTok. But a lot of us content creators are doing different types of medium focuses. So we're doing our reviews or our podcasts or whatever it may be that is our bread and butter, which is what we started doing when we came on the scene. But I've noticed that we've got quite a few more areas where content's being posted in good ways, whether it's TikTok, whether it's Instagram Reels, whether it's YouTube Shorts, Facebook Reels, whatever it may be. There are a lot of different outlets where you can get your content now. But I've also observed that there isn't a whole lot of originality in it. There isn't a whole lot of originality when it comes to what they're covering. A lot of it is regurgitated information. Now, mine, and I talked with a friend of mine that's in the cigar industry back at TPE, and he commented and he said, Tim, I like what you're doing because it's real, like information. It's not just oh, hey, look, I'm doing content to put out content. And he said that he genuinely enjoys it. And he watches it because he wants to see what new information is coming out. And I told him, I said, this is just information from my journey as I'm sitting down and going, you know what? I wonder if anybody else has wondered about smoking cigars when it's cooler outside, or green gauge differences, or looking at different types of wrappers, or different types of cuts, all those different things. But there are so many different people that are using that type of information as well. So again, I'm not saying I'm the originator of it. I'm just saying it's out there and it's very prevalent. So when looking to put out content, what do we as content creators do for the cigar industry? Quite honestly, we look at what each other's doing. Because if it's working for somebody else, then it means all of you want to watch it. If it's working for somebody to help them grow in their followership, subscribership, whatever label you want to put on it, it's something that's worth trying. But I want to also share this as well. There have been a number of different accounts that exist that are going, oh, I saw you do this, so I'm going to do it, so I'm going to do it, so I'm going to do it. And it's been cookie cutter. Now, I'm not calling any one person out because I'm sure there's stuff that I've put out that somebody else that you watch has put out as well. So I'm not immune to this. But it's an observation I've made that there is a lot of new content coming out, and it's as though content creators are looking for something to talk about. Mine genuinely comes from my cigar journey. You know, what is a mascara line? You know, why does a Mexican San Andreas wrapper taste different than a Connecticut broadleaf when they're both dark, thick, you know, very textured, toothy wrappers? You know, there's different things that I learned in my journey that I talk about. But here's one of the observations that I've really enjoyed lately. There's a whole lot more content coming out than there was a year ago, than there was 2 years ago. And 2 years ago, we were in the middle of the pandemic. 2 years ago, we had every Tom, Dick, and Harry creating a YouTube channel because they wanted to become a YouTube sensation by smoking cigars, reviewing them, and hopefully getting free stuff. I've said it before many times in videos, a lot of those people have faded away. Frankly, quite a few of them needed to. But out of all the observations I've made, you know, there's one main one that sticks with me. And that main one is this. Content creators are enjoying what they're doing. They're enjoying putting out content for you to enjoy, for me to enjoy. And it's fun to see what they're coming up with. I mean, I can shout out different friends and what they're doing and new things. And, you know, Texas Cigar Roadshow, David is a good friend of mine. And, you know, he puts out, you know, his word of the day or his tip of the day or what he's doing. And he's changed over his entire structure of what he does for his weekly video that he records. And I think it's great because he is crafting who he is. So with all the change, with all the positive things, with everything that's going on, just make sure you are genuinely you, content creators. Make sure you are who you want to see, and make sure that it is something that when people look at it, they go, yep, that's him, or that's her. That is definitely what they are about. Just make sure it's genuine. Make sure it's authentic. And yeah, there's going to be, you know, multiple different content creators that put out the same tip in the same week, whatever it is. I posted back, I don't know, 3 weeks ago that it was hilarious to me that 3 different YouTube channels all posted about the same thing of don't do this at cigar lounges. It was hilarious to me. And the 3 of them, one of them knows the other 2, and you know, they're all connected, you know, 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, so to speak. But it's funny because it's just a coincidence sometimes. So of all my observations, of everything that I've seen recently, I'm encouraged because the content coming out is getting better. I mean, look at me. I'm sitting here now and I am using 2 different cameras because I want to have that level of presentation and production and quality with what I do. Now, you don't have to do it my way. You don't have to have all the equipment that I have, some of it being very affordable, some of it being very expensive. You don't have to go that route, but make sure what you're putting out is genuinely you. That's it. No negatives. No, wow, we are really screwing up. None of that. And I know that the cigar industry is taking notice. They're noticing because I'm being contacted more frequently for reviews of a humidor or for a new cigar coming out or testing blends, different things like that. The industry's paying attention. So, at the end of the day, just make sure you're you. And as those that follow what is put out there content-wise or subscribe to it or enjoy it or consume it, whatever label you want to use, let us know how we're doing. If you don't like a video, tell us you don't like a video. Give it a thumbs up. If you think it's stupid, give it a thumbs down. We don't care. We're putting out the content we want to put out. But there's a lot more of it coming out, and it is getting better. And I'm encouraged by that. You thought my cigar went out, didn't you? But that's all I got. I'm encouraged by what I see. And I'm going to keep continuing to put out my content. I'm going to be putting out more frequent cigar reviews because I can. I have the luxury of being able to do that with my schedule and different things that are going on. So you're going to see more frequent cigar reviews posted in my channel. Let me know what you think of them. Are you enjoying the second camera? I had one person comment and say, I love that second camera perspective. Great job. Thank you. Greatly appreciate that feedback. If there's other feedback, let me know. Some people don't care for the blue a whole lot. I love blue. Go figure. I'm also colorblind, but I love blue. I love having the depth of field. I love the different things that I get to create on my own channel, my platform, and the way that I want to do it. So, lots of new stuff is going on. Lots of diverse content. Lots of diverse platforms to consume it. Doesn't get any better than this. The only way it gets better is checking out new cigars. So, that time it went out. It happens. But above all else, enjoy your cigar journey, everybody. I'm Cigar Show Tim. As always, I'll see you.